there's no alternative. What do you say? We're not going to let people try out for things. Who's going to make the rule? And who's going to decide who's qualified and not? Are we going to be the kind of society that before you're allowed to appear on a television show, before you're allowed to do a newspaper interview, we're going to test your psychological capabilities, your intellect. I read another story here on the front pages of the papers this week, where some government agency is telling a woman, you can't keep your child because you're not smart enough. I think the word was, you're stupid. Good Lord, what kind of a society is that? So yes, there are burdens and risks in a society where you try things. Should she have counseling? Of course. But that should take place whether or not there's a television show. So my view is Susan Boyle is a beautiful story, not because she's got a great voice. A lot of people have great voices. But because the expectation from a public, which was very judgmental when she walked out on stage, look at her, she doesn't have a shot. And then she blew us away. So the message for the whole society was, wow, that's right. Every parent could talk to their kid that night at the dinner table and say, honey, you don't have to work on being beautiful. You don't have to work on, weighing no more than 110 pounds. You don't have to work on buying the most glorious clothing. It doesn't say how talented or how good or whatever you are. It says nothing about you other than this is a nice look. And I think we all had that talk. Everyone was talking. It's why it became a society story way beyond television. It's one of the biggest stories in America, and we don't even see the show. The idea of Susan Boyle is a very positive story. If she needs counseling, which apparently she does, she should have it. No one questions that. But I don't think we can say, let's create regulations which will determine what people are allowed to seek to achieve in our society.